How's it going, Habibis? We got a banger of a video for you. We made it to Master Rank with Blue Eyes. It was a lot of fun, and it was not too difficult either. And for my Dark Magician fans out there, I want you guys to know, I still love our boy DM. Hey, we just made a DM video. Be sure to check that out if you haven't seen it. But this is the deck that you should be flocking to. This is the deck that gives us inspiration for our future Dark Magician support. And if you have any questions about if you should play this deck or not, remember, Priest Seto and the Pharaoh were cousins in the anime. So that means Dark Magician and Blue Eyes are cousins. So we're keeping it in the family here. We're supporting our nostalgic brethren. And if this duel doesn't make you feel nostalgic with how it ends, then I don't know what will. Guys, this is going to be a great combo for my Blue Eyes fans out there, because this is a combo I actually haven't seen anybody do. And it's essentially a one-card combo with either Maiden or Sage. And this, I could show you guys a more streamlined version of it. Obviously, I'm in a duel, so and you don't see either of those cards in my hand, so you're gonna see it's not exactly just the one card combo. But if you guys wanna see that, I can show it to you guys in a future video. But yeah, it can be done with that, those two cards. So it's very consistent one card combo. It does involve Master with Eyes of Blue. But in this case, we're gonna start off with our White Forest engine. So why do I play White Forest? It's because it bridges so beautifully into our Blue Eyes plays. So here, this hand has no Blue Eyes cards in it that we can use as starters. We don't have our Wishes, Sage, Maiden, but we do have Elzet, and Elzet works just fine. So we're gonna use Elzet, grab Sylvie. Sylvie is going to summon itself, grab the tails, and we don't really need the tails, but we're gonna end up getting it back here. We're gonna use Resilia's effect, dump the tails. It lets us add a light spellcaster. We are gonna grab our Sage. Now we're gonna shuffle back the Resilia to summon out the Sylvie to the field, and then more synergy here. We're gonna be able to go into Spirit with Eyes of Blue using that Sylvie because it is a level 4 or lower spellcaster. We grab Mausoleum. I'm gonna try to bait and negate here, see if they have an imperm. That's why I sent the Blue Eyes from my hand. They didn't. We're gonna summon out the Blue Eyes, summon out the Sage with Eyes of Blue, okay, and grab Maiden of White. Now, Maiden of White, we're going to place the True Light. True Light is going to grab Wishes, and I'm going to use Wishes effect to discard Master with Eyes of Blue. Now, I do want to say, if you're doing this as the one-card combo with Sage or with Maiden, with the Wishes, you're going to search for the Master with Eyes of Blue, and then you're going to use Master with Eyes of Blue as your second normal summon. Here we use Sage as our second normal summon. But basically, the most important thing you're going to see is getting Master with Eyes of Blue in the graveyard. And we're going to utilize it here. So we grab Effect Veiler, so more disruption, and we're going to go Blue Eye Spirit Dragon. Blue Eye Spirit Dragon is going to allow us to go into Crimson Dragon. Crimson Dragon gets us our great extender, Synchro Rumble. Synchro Rumble, we're going to summon the Maiden of White. Okay, now we're going to use that Master with Eyes of Blue in the graveyard, targeting the Maiden of White. So now Maiden of White is targeted. She triggers. She allows us to summon out a tuner from the graveyard, and then Master allows us to summon a Blue Eyes monster from the graveyard. We summon out our level 9 Blue Eye Spirit and our level 1 tuner. We're gonna go into Baronne De Blue-Eyes. So this one card combo allows you to additionally end on Baronne De Blue-Eyes, which is a huge disruption. Now we'll go Roar, and then now we're gonna trigger that Maiden of White. Now my opponent sees a bunch of negates, and they're kind of getting worried. I knew they had a toggle, so that's what it was. It was the Chandelier all this time. I'm going to pop the Big Welcome. That's going to allow them to use the Big Welcome effect in the graveyard, forcing out my Baronne De Blue-Eyes negate. No big deal. Baronne De Blue-Eyes is going to negate that, and that is fine by me. We'll go Wishes, get some targeting protection here by sending the Neo Blue Eyes. And then we're going to go Blue Eyes Spirit, and we're going to go with our typical end board. Blue Eyes Ultimate, as well as Blue Eyes Cypher. But on top of that, we also have the Baronne De Blue-Eyes, which is huge. Now, during the standby phase, because I already used the negate, I'm going to go Blue Eye Spirit Dragon. Blue Eye Spirit Dragon is really good against Labyrinth, because Labyrinth, as you guys saw, Big Welcome Labyrinth activates in the graveyard. The Chandelier activates in the graveyard. Butler activates in the graveyard. So Spirit Dragon works really well versus Labyrinth, so I was very happy to tag it out. They're going to go Arius here, the Labyrinth Butler. I'm going to negate the monster effect and then pop a card on the field. So this is, in a way, 2 disruptions for the price of 1. They go to their end phase. We summon out our Blue Eyes, get our recursion here. We also get to add Elzet, which is beautiful. And it's our turn. They're going to activate Trap Tricks. I'm going to use my negate on with it. I'm going to negate it with the Blue Eyes Ultimate Spirit. And then we're going to use the Blue Eyes Spirit Dragon to negate the graveyard activation. So props to my opponent, because you know what? They stuck this one through. They played it out. I'm not going to waste any time here. We're going to wrap this duel up with a White Lightning attack. I'm not gonna lie, that's kind of pretty. More beautiful than the Dark Magician one. It's just so pretty and so like majestic looking. Anyways, guys, that is the combo. These are the duels that got us to master rank. Let's get into some more of them. Okay, we're going second against Pepe. Pepe here is playing a Chimera Horus deck, which is not something I would have thought of. You know, I play Chimera on my channel. If you guys want to see, I do have a Chimera video. And it's a fun deck. I love it, but I never thought to play Horus Chimera. So I knew they had the Mseti in hand when they searched for Dumatef, because why would you not search for Mseti? And unfortunately, they already had the King Sark in hand, so we couldn't do much with the draw. Well, I mean, we did do a lot with the draw, but we basically still have to contend with this full Horus field. And then now they're going to get the Mirror Sword Knight, so it's going to be Chimera follow-up for next turn. I'm going to play the Maxi here just because I didn't like my hand too much, and Maiden fixes it a lot. So now we're going to basically be able to play unimpeded, because the way the Horus cards work, they don't necessarily act as disruptions in the typical sense, but they do whenever you remove a card from the field, they all trigger. And we have all 4 on the field, it's a pain. They get to add cards to their hand, remove a card from the field, all sorts of stuff. So we want to be careful with removing cards here. I have a couple options. I could go Baron, I could go the typical Blue Eyes route and try to get Cypher. Here, we're going to probably go for the Cypher route because it's a little bit safer than the Baron to floor route, because Cypher basically can act as 2 disruptions. We get Jet Dragon in play, which is huge, because Jet Dragon is very needed for what we're trying to accomplish. We're trying to get cards off the field. Crimson Dragon, grab the Rumble, and then grab that Master. I'm liking Master, guys. What do you guys think? Is Master... I thought I was only playing it in my Magia deck list, which if you guys haven't seen it, I'll link the video above where you guys can check out the Magia list. But I really like Master with Eyes of Blue. I'm starting to like it. It's a good extender. Really good extender. We're going to go Blue Eyes Ultimate Spirit, and then now we're going to be able to summon out Cypher, okay? Summon out the Elza just so I get Sylvie follow for next turn. It's going to come in handy. Destroy a monster on the field. Jet Dragon gets to summon. We're going to activate Jet's effect to spin back the King Sark, but then King Sark is going to activate, sending my Jet to the graveyard. So sad. And we don't really get to, you know, destroy the field and tails when it comes to Horus getting rid of the King Sark, and we weren't able to do that, unfortunately. So they play the Chimera Fusion. I don't want to deal with the Chimera stuff, so I'm going to negate that. And Cypher protects, and I think they just now realize it, so then they use the King Sark effect to send Cypher to the graveyard. Then they destroy my Elzet. I get to summon my Jet, and Jet ends their turn. They're going to go Garurix. Garurix destroys all monsters on the field, but Jet Dragon states other cards you control cannot be destroyed by your opponent's card effects. So Jet Dragon, great card, protects all my monsters. Now they pop the back row. True Light is going to pop the field, or is it? We activate Spirit Dragon's effect. So tons of synergy with this deck, you know, protection, disruption. I love it. I love Blue Eyes. It's so much fun so far. SP Little Knights, so they're slowly breaking down my board. They summon out 3 Mad Appaloosa, and then they're going to be able to summon out 3 of their Horus monsters here. And that's their turn. So this is what we have to contend with. Let's see what we can do. They hit me with the bug. I'm going to Ash it. They use Appaloosa. I'm cool with that. I'm cool with their... I'm trying to waste their negates as much as I can. So I end up using the Callby to get rid of the Maxi. And they negate my Sylvie effect, which, good. Using their negates. I'm going to use my TTT to take Mseti. I could have taken Appo, but I have a plan here. The plan involves winning this game with Blue Eyes Tyrant Dragon. So people sleep on this card as an OTK card, okay? Now, first I'm going to attack with Mseti, and they're going to use King Sarcophagus' effect to send it to the graveyard. Now, that was a bozo play by them, because I'm going to use my Blue Eyes Tyrant Dragon and abuse my Blue Eyes Tyrant Dragon. We are going to attack all 3 of their monsters, and we also get to set a trap from our graveyard. So we set the True Light for follow-up, and we also get to summon Jet Dragon, so the recursion is real. Finish the duel off with Sylvie. GG, do not sleep on Blue Eyes Tyrant Dragon as an OTK piece. It's very good in this deck, and hey, we win going second against Pepe Le Pew. Love to see it. Alrighty, Habibis. So look at this hand. We're going first. We just got an Astalar and a Dream, but you guys should know from the previous video, all you need is Astalar to cook with this deck. Now, this is the ultimate one card combo this deck can pull off. You're going to see, I had it in my previous video, but I did kind of explain stuff a lot. And I know some people just want to see the combo and be able to mimic it and not have all the pauses. So I'm not going to pause this. I might speed it up even a little bit just so you guys have it where you can reference it quickly and easily, okay? These are the steps to take when doing this combo, and you're going to see what it ends on. It's amazing. Now, if you guys enjoy this video, if you guys like this combo, hit the thumbs up button for me, okay? Go ahead and do it. I'd appreciate it. Helps the channel a lot. And a lot of people forget while they're watching the video, they enjoy the video. Just hit the like button for me. It helps. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Now, with this combo, you guys see, we just drew a bunch of going second cards. Fua, Dark Ruler, Imperm, and Astellar. That's all we need is the Astellar. So we're going to go Sage. Sage is going to grab the Maiden. And you guys know this part. Now, something that I did say in the previous video where I highlighted this combo, you don't summon Maiden right away off of the Blue-Eyes summon, okay? Something that I always try to remember when I'm doing this combo, because it's easy to forget. So now Wish is going to grab another Sage. That other Sage is going to come in handy. You'll see in just a minute. Synchro Rumble is going to summon the Maiden. So now we use that other Sage to target the Maiden. So Maiden triggers. Maiden allows us to summon a tuner from the graveyard. So we're just going to summon Sage. And then Sage is going to allow us to summon the Jet from the deck. Okay? So this allows us to get Jet in rotation. Now Spirit Dragon is going to be summoned. Tag into Ultimate Spirit. Then tag into Cypher. Now we have Roar. We're going to summon Blue-Eyes. Now is where we use the Maiden of White effect from the graveyard. Summon itself. Equip the Neo Blue-Eyes just so we have targeting protection. And summon out Blue-Eyes Spirit Dragon. So that is the combo. It can tag into another Crimson Dragon, which can then go into our Blazar Dragon here. I see I'm going up against Infernoids. And I know Infernoids activate in the graveyard, so I'm going to keep my Blue-Eyes Spirit Dragon here. But unfortunately, my opponent Forbidden Droplets me. Okay? So, 60 card deck, they drew into Droplet. Go figure. They negate all three of these, but they don't negate the Spirit Dragon. And like I said, Spirit is very important versus this deck because a lot of their effects activate in the graveyard. Thankfully, we have these Imperms. This guy's playing like a Snake Eyes, Infernoid hybrid deck. Not actually playing Millennium, by the way. Not actually playing Millennium. But he gets bodies on the field and is able to grab the Wedju Temple. Now he gets to go into Moon of the Closed Heaven, so now he can make his Fiendsmith plays. Goes Requiem. Requiem is going to grab or summon Engraver, and he is going to use the Requiem effect in the grave, and I'm going to negate it with Spirit Dragon. So the reason I did that is because he could have spun back one of my cards for free, and I didn't like that. So we're going to negate that. Now I'm going to go into my Crimson Dragon. This was my plan, but my opponent is on some degenerate strategy. He happens to have the Mayakashi card as well as the transaction rollback. So he makes it to where neither one of us can summon from the deck or extra deck. So he's able to attack over my Silvera, or excuse me, my Diablo Queen. That triggers the Jet. And then now he can spin back a monster on the field, but that targets, so I'm going to activate my Blue-Eyes, use that disruption. That's going to pop his Fiendsmith Engraver, and he's going to realize that he loses despite dropletting us because this combo is too much gas, you know? The Imperm came in handy, but really that Neo Blue-Eyes in the graveyard came up, the Jet came up, and the Spirit effect even came up. The first Spirit effect, the one that doesn't tag into a monster. So you love to see it with this combo. Be sure you know this combo. And be sure to play White Forest Blue-Eyes, guys. I don't know why nobody's playing White Forest Blue-Eyes. It's so freaking good. Playing Master with Eyes of Blue, it actually opens up a ton of different avenues for the deck. Like a wider array of like end boards that you can end on. So like it's no longer just, you know, Cypher and Blue-Eyes Ultimate, which is enough. You know, if you're playing this as like a mid-range style deck where, you know, you're just kind of focused on your hand traps, get a couple disruptions on the board, and just kind of grind it out because this deck has tons of recursion, then that's great, that works. But this could also be a combo, you know, high power, high octane style deck. You know, the Blue-Eyes White Dragon, the ultimate powerful engine of destruction, Virtually invincible, powerful. Yeah, that guy. I like playing it like that because Blue Eyes, it feels, you know, like it should be a forceful deck. And here you're going to see the might of all the dragons that we're able to summon here. Now, Master with Eyes of Blue is going to allow us to summon out some additional monsters to the field. So we get to summon our Blue Eyes Spirit. Now, since it wasn't synchro summoned, since it was summoned from the graveyard, it doesn't have the effect to tag out, but it still has that great effect to negate a card in the graveyard, which is very prevalent in modern day Yu-Gi-Oh! We're going to go here with this one that was synchro summoned to go into Blue Eyes Ultimate, then go Cypher, then summon out Blue Eyes, activate Roar, summon out another spirit. So here we got Blue Eyes, 2 spirits, Blue Eyes Ultimate and Cypher. Let's see what our opponent's got. Your Snake Eyes versus my Blue Eyes. Let's see what happens here. They're going to summon out Diabell Star, no problem, go for it. Set Deception, go for it. Activate Deception, you know what? Go for it, I don't mind, I'll allow it. Activate Hollowed Azamina, you know what? Go for it. So I wasn't sure if they were going to go Ilya Sylvia here. I was thinking they might go Mew. They did the smart thing, they went Ilya Sylvia. That's fine. Go Ilya Sylvia. We still have so much disruption that it's not even a problem. So they're going to grab the Elzet with that Tails, no problem at all. We're going to negate the effect of Elzet. They're going to activate the Ilya Sylvia. That just showed me that they needed this to resolve. They only had 1 card in hand left. So we're going to negate that. Now, mind you, they sent Woes to the graveyard, and Woes would be negated with the Spirit of Eyes of Blue, like the Woes effect to reset itself. They scooped it up. Too many dragons. Blue Eyes better than Snake Eyes, guys. Confirmed. Okay, let's go into the deck list and review what this updated White Forest Blue Eyes deck looks like. Okay, Habibis, this is the goo that we are working with, the White Forest Blue Eyes, the blue-eyed guys and the white girls, okay? It's a tale as old as time, and I'm not going to talk too much about this deck because we did highlight it a lot in the previous video, but I will say we did add another Sylvie, which is a great starter. There were some times where I was drawing into Astalar and Sylvie, and it kind of ruined the combo, so I wanted an extra Sylvie in the deck. And we added the extender of Master with Eyes of Blue. I feel like this deck has so many 1-card starters that it's okay to push this deck even to 45 cards. Not a big deal. You can experiment with more spells and traps. If you're feeling like you need some more for the discards for this, it usually isn't a problem though. And this is the deck list that we made it to Master with. I've been having a lot of fun with it, guys. Let me know what you guys think in the comments below. And real quick, be sure to hit that like button and sub to the channel, guys. Let's see if we get to 5K. Let's do it, man. Let's show the Habibi Kingdom strong, okay? We got Blue Eyes under our belt. You know, we're cooking with DM, so got a lot of fun stuff coming, especially when the Primite Engine gets released in Master Duel. So you don't want to miss it. Be sure to be subbed to the channel, and let me know what you guys want to see in the future. This might be my last White Forest Blue Eyes video for a while, just because I feel like I've killed with it. I like it. I like the way it feels. Let's try a different deck. Should I do Pure? Should I do Bystials? I've done Bystials in the past. I could re-explore them, so let me know what you guys want to see. And even if there's another deck, let me know what you guys want. Until next time, Habibis, take care of yourselves. Go out and make some of these days special. Peace and love, Habibis.